See 9 more of those, you get a free weekend. Anyway, so yeah, that was, oh, many funny things happened in the booth. Many funny things. I can tell one more funny story about what happened in the booth, because this is really what you get when those of you that are fans of Black Butler will really like this, even though this is kind of an adult story. But again, with the movement stuff, this gets me in trouble all the time. There's a scene in Black Butler where Sebastian is... It's not the corset scene. I didn't do anything on the corset scene. It's in the animation. I'm like, and they're just tying my shoes. You know, but I mean, there's a scene when he is chatting, shall we say, with a nun. And it so happens not a very good nun. Kind of didn't really read everything she's supposed to do or not do. And Ian Sinclair, my dear friend, Bard, and also the show's director, was like, you know, we get this take when he's stooping a nun, all right? He's stooping a nun. Never do that in real life. Bad idea. And Ian is like, well, that's a good read, the line he's saying, but it's missing something. And Ian is a very stage director style, and he's like, it needs movement. And I'm like, you need it means more movement, because I'm already giving this microphone everything. He's like, you need to give it more. You need to take it out to dinner. You need to tell it looks pretty. And so we do this, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. And again, it was in a whisper room that day, so that I felt very comfortable, not very vulnerable, because they can't see me, except this little window that's right here. And so we come back into the line, and I'm stooping the imaginary nun in the movie. And I hear laughter, but it's off-mic laughter. Like, I should be hearing from me, and I hear and I look, and his face is right there. He's like, you actually did it, you are a perverted son of a bitch. You told me to do it, I hate you! Now I'm pregnant! Father, I don't have eyes in the back of my head. So, I'm sorry, thanks for this for the 18 Up panel. I apologize to any parents out there that are dumb enough to let your kids come here. Let's see, more questions. I need some questions on you with the dragon. Does your dragon have a question? I don't speak dragon. Can you interpret? Oh, my hands are ticklish. Oh dear, it's getting, and you know why? Sweet dragon, oh my god, I will totally bury your young. So you can eat them. But, I'm afraid it's just coming out. We're from completely different worlds. I'm pretty much around here from some book. With your arm, you know, plenty of fish in the sea. Don't worry, don't get obsessed with me, it's all good. I'm stopping for. So, I've been dating a unicorn for the past 2 years. I'm a pain in the ass, they won't let me get past first base. Here we go, no fingers. Okay, that needs to stop. That was it. Well, things you don't think you're going to be doing when you get up in the morning. I'm going to have a dragon make love to my hand. It's going to be a good day. You're calling my therapist. Are you seeing a dragon? Yes, that's a bigger problem. Why? I'm not an animation which... Oh, never mind. No, you're fine. You're fine. What have I told you? Well, I'm distracted now. Let's see. you're like, hey, you there with the tattoo. Huh? Oh wait, oh that's you. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't, okay, we'll get to you, I'll do you, and then I'll get to you next. And then, oh, shut up! Oh, shut up, people, what is it, high school? God! You imagine me teaching a health class? Terrible. Okay, well, I'll let her ask her question first, and then I'll do you. Get to you. Please ask your question. Let me stop talking.
World Domination channel. Syria, Sebastian, or France. Who could?
Okay, between France and Sebastian and Celia, who would take over the world? I think we all know it's not going to be France. Are you kidding me? France take over the world. Everyone's like, I would love to take over the world. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow is another. Oh, there's people in it. Never mind. I would be like, oh, look at this gun. It's going to fit so well on the ground. What's that? Hey, England had their shot to rule the world and they screwed it up. No, they're going to do rumors for that one. Sebastian wouldn't rule the world because Sebastian doesn't care. Sebastian would be like, I just want to eat souls. And ruling the world would kind of distract me from that. I think Celia would, and I believe Celia possibly does, and we just don't know. Say that now. Just wait till his healthcare bill passes. I'm kidding. Celia would want all of you to be in perfect health. But he would. He'd be in for the world, and that little black book of his, every prime minister's number, every president's number, every photo of every presidential candidate or their more right there. Recipe for cooking. But that's one can rule the world. That's a job for Celia. I would trust that to Celia. Okay, now you, the gentleman with the tattoos. Are those tattoos or are they? Okay, I can't see that far. I'm like, are they tattoos or are they just a really cool shirt?
Okay, since this is the World Domination panel, my question is, would we be taken care of?
Define taken care of. If you mean like each of you have like a suite in the best hotel in the world and like 24 around the clock maid service or butler service, that sort of thing. Yeah, totally. All of you would be like in my cabinet. I would have a cabinet of people, but then but it would be a very boring world because I'd be like, everyone's just gonna watch anime. It would be a boring world for us. But the rest of the world would be like, oh my god, I just want to watch CNN. No! More Ava! That would be, what about Doctor Who? That would be like, oh my god, yes, Doctor Who. There would be a lot of, okay, you know what, this is why I can't from the world, because I'd be halfway through and go, oh my god, totally forgot about Doctor Who! Doctor Who is now a quiet meeting, all of you! And by reading, I mean viewing, and by viewing, I mean doing now or you die! I can't be friends with people that don't like Doctor Who. Like, I've had friends who are like, I just don't get it. Oh, that's sad. Well, that's fun. That's Christmas card. But yeah, that would be, you'd all be taken care of. You'd all be taken care of very, very well because you're very sweet. You make me feel good about myself. And if I was going to be that kind of villain, I would need it constantly. Tell me I'm pretty good. Then you get banned. Go away. So, okay, question. Let's see, question. First of all, how am I doing on time? I gotta check my phone because if I'm like, okay, she's on skipping the time. I'm not gonna look at my phone. I don't know what time it is. Because I'm like, time's like. Right here, back of the row, white glove on this side. Hello. Can I do my friend? Yeah, sure. That's what I heard me. Next question. So, would you like me to do the friend class? I suppose I can. One day when I go to Paris, I'm going to get punched in the face. And the best part is I'm going to get punched and I'm going to run off and go, That laugh, true story, that laugh, which I love, by the way, it's called the rape laugh. It's called the rape laugh. I'm like, I don't think France has that much initiative. But, you know, whatever. Like, I don't see... No, never mind. no, I'm going to go a different direction. It's not late enough at night. But, no, when we did that laugh, the one that's like, the very first, the big one everyone thinks it on, that was like on, like they promoted it when they announced the character and all that. It's like a 10, 15 second laugh or whatever. It went on forever. I had no idea. Like, Scott, who directed the dub for Natalia, just told me, like, in the script, it was scripted as obnoxious French laugh. And I'm like, oh, let's do it! And we did it, and he's like, I just want to see how long you can take this. It's like, it's going to be the challenge. Let's just go on. So that laugh is me thinking we were not actually recording it. That's just me messing with Scott. So I did the worst French laugh I could imagine, and kept doing it because they kept recording it. And I'm like, and I'm looking out the window, like looking at it, like, and they record. He's like, perfect, guys. I'm like, that was a take. That was a take. That was a take. He's like, yeah, we got it. I'm like, and that now is what I would be remembered for. I could save the world after this. I could become Jane Goodall and go and, like, you know, live among the apes, or turn into a butterfly and fly away in the middle of 5-hour rush hour traffic. And what I will be remembered for, above all of that, is the fact that I did the rape laugh. And my grave will not be an eternal flame like you see in front of, you know, the head of the state. It will be a little voice box going, which is kind of cool because I imagine other people, like, there to, like, read their loved ones going, what the hell is that? What the hell? Okay. It's either that or my grave's going to have the words chiseled on it. You're looking at it. That's, maybe I can get rid of both of it. Okay, so, was that even a question? Did you have to? Okay, the French stuff. Okay. See, I'm losing track of the question. This is what happens to me. I'm like, why do you people keep giving me a microphone? Okay, so to the back, I see you waving an outfit. Your cosplay.
What's your favorite type of shoes?
My favorite type of shoes? I don't think a lot about shoes. I'm not a big shoe person. Would you like to know why?
Yes, please.
True story. I have no feeling in either of my feet. This is true. Now, for the love of God, this is not a challenge for all of you. Like, seriously? And every person I told that to, really? Like a knife, like, I'm like, no, really, I can't feel them, but it can still do damage. Stop putting me on fire. I was born like almost 2.5 months premature. Can you imagine if I'd come out on time? Like, like that would be me now. So thank God I came out like early because I guess like as it is, it's hard enough finding clothes that fit. But yeah, so I don't really think about shoes. For me, shoes are purely functional. I'm like, what's going to keep me from stepping on a nail? So I don't really have a favorite kind of shoes. You know what? I'm lying to you about that. The feet thing is true, but I did recently buy a really kick-ass pair of pirate boots. They come like all the way up here, and they have like this whole flare side on them, like a truck, and there's like these like buckles that look like silver. Well, they're not real silver, but they're like silver, like painted like, skull and crossbones. And they sound really great when I'm walking across the floor of my house. It's all wood. It's like and I'm like, yeah. A couple of salesmen come to my door and they hear that, they just go running. I don't even open the door. Awesome. So I've really fallen in love with those pirate boots. I'll have to wear them at a convention sometime. So, thank you. What a strange question. Why, were you going to give me shoes or something? I'm so sorry.
No, I think about it sometimes because I own every other type of pair of shoes that I've worn every type of pair of shoes, and like my favorite thing is no shoes. I hate shoes. I hate wearing them. And
yet you have dozens of pairs.
That question because they always have a really weird opinion on it, and that is the most fascinating thing I've ever heard from a
Yeah, I just don't care about shoes. I can't wear sandals. That's why I can't wear sandals because my feet are hideous. They are. They're like kind of deformed and gross looking. Yeah. The shoes that feed their time. Fuck off. I don't know why I tell you people that. Please don't share that with anybody. I feel like we have gotten to know each other, but that's just for you guys and for the many thousands of people on YouTube. Thank you. This side of the room, I see the doctor with Bez. Hello, doctor. How are you? An awesome doctor, by the way. I mean, you look great, but you're currently the person playing you in the actual television show is probably one of my favorite pictures of all.
Oh, well, that's actually.
Is that actually you? I am so humbled that you actually come to this convention just to see me. Matt Smith. Wow. Can I get your phone number? What's your question, Bill?
Well, it's first time I met you in the hallway, so I was freaking, and I was essentially like,
Aw, that was cool. That was very cool for me too.
and then, yeah, so anyway, so, I was wondering if, Sebastian and Yo-Yo were in a battle of wits.
Oh, why do you people do that to me? I have no idea. Sebastian and Yo-Yo in a battle of wits, who would win? Okay, well, if Sebastian has to yell telling him, you have to win, that's an order, then it would clearly be Sebastian. But only by the skin of his teeth. I don't know, really. I think both of them are very witty, but it wouldn't be a battle of wits in terms of like what we think of as a battle of wits. It wouldn't be them trading quips, because neither one of them are quipsters. Like, that's a job for the twins. You know, like, the twins win every time, but it would be a battle of wits played on the world stage where, like, the fate of nations were at stake. Like, I see you're Cambodia, and I raise you friends. What the hell are you talking about? No! And whatever. That was in which case, Kyoya would probably win, because I think Kyoya is more worldly than Sebastian. Not that Sebastian isn't a genius, but Sebastian, the world is a plaything, so he doesn't take it very seriously. It's just a hunting ground to him. Whereas Kyoya is a very different kind of hunting ground. It's a hunting ground that he intends to turn into a petting zoo. Speaking of which, I've petted a kangaroo while ago. That's another thing I didn't think of. I made love to a dragon while ago, and I pet a kangaroo. I can die a happy and very strange man. But that's a good question. Battle of wits between Kyoya and Sebastian. I think Kyoya would probably win, because Kyoya would study up about demons. And let's face it, Sebastian may think he knows everything about humans, but he would never get to the bottom of what makes Kyoya tick. Kyoya would always be able to surprise him. But again, it'd be a close draw. They'd end up friends. I think Kyoya would end up tricking Sebastian into being his butler. Boy, that'd be a pain in the ass to have to work on that series. Tatum, we need you again. Oh, playing both characters. No, love that. Love that. Okay, this side of the room. You would be fair. They sound a lot alike, so that's pretty easy. I don't know, what would it... Raiko would be like, they have cinnamon Twizzlers here. and Bashir would be like, it's a panda house. They don't even have a drive-thru. I don't know how that would work. Like, because they're both so, like, I don't know. And then we go crazy and start, like, killing people. And Bashir would be like, oh, sorry. He put on his glasses and, like, take out his feather. And be like, these are the droids you're looking for. Wow, that was a Star Wars reference, wasn't it? I'm going to have to try that sometime. I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to work on that. No one's ever suggested that pairing before. I'm like, what an odd couple they would make. Wow. I do like both of them. They're very cute. What? Don't take a look through. Alright, here in the middle. You in the front row. That, oh my god, okay, I love that you bring that up. Summer Wars, how many people here are fans of Summer Wars? That's awesome, that's great, but that's not nearly enough of you, please. Those of you that have not seen Summer Wars or have heard of it, it is a feature-length animated film, and it is, I could spend all day describing how wonderful it is. It is, and I would say this regardless if I had anything to do with the project or not, but it is probably one of the finest animated films I have ever seen. It is one of the finest films of any type of genre that I've ever seen. It is life now. And I got to play Wallace Gate. He's a really great character. He doesn't have a lot of lines, but he's pretty pivotal, and he comes on, and there's some really great emotional moments for an actor to chew on in that movie. Rita Valencia and Michael Center Nicholas, both wonderfully talented people, do an incredible job, and Michael McFarlane directed the dub. And for me, the experience of working on Summer Wars was all of 3 hours of work. So it was half a day for me. And I really enjoyed it. While doing it, I was like, this is